Hello and welcome to Cricbuzz Comm Box. I'm Saiyami Kher. I've got DK with me. DK, Sri Lanka have put on one fireworks show because they're 114 for 1 after 10 overs. India were 100 for 3 at this point. So clearly Sri Lanka way ahead and looking like a completely free side.
Sometimes when you have nothing to lose, you always come out all guns blazing. And Sri Lanka, obviously being out of the tournament, they know that there's pride left to play for, and they've come out with some spectacular shots. And India have probably been slightly erring in length, but that's understandable because when you get hit, you're trying to react and see what the batter is looking to do. And to be fair, I think Sri Lanka has played some really good shots.
But also, you said the length has been a little short. We've seen Arshdeep, we've seen Harshit in the power play, and of course Hardik. Aksar bowled that last over of the power play, but the Sri Lankan batters just didn't let them settle.
Yeah, I think from ball one, they've tried to go hard. Especially they've targeted Arshdeep and Harshit in that power play. I think Hardik bowled a decent over. You see, he hasn't bowled too much after that. But the fact is that when India have bowled short, they've picked it away. When they've bowled full, like what we just saw in the last over from Varun, they've also hit that down the ground quite nicely. They've come in with a very attacking mindset. And that sometimes works really well because you're putting pressure back on the bowler. At the same time, you're constantly hitting the boundaries, which almost takes you closer to the score with every passing over.
DK, we'll have a look at that bowling card because it wasn't just the Pacers, even Kuldeep, Varun have gone for a plenty. Varun's gone for 19 in his 2, Kuldeep's gone for 23 in his 2. We're not used to seeing this because especially after the power play when the spinners come on, Varun's been choking the batter, so many dot balls. So today is just, very new for most Indian fans.
It's a bit of an anomaly. I think the spinners have been solid through this tournament so far. The pitches have also helped because it's on the slightly slower side. But the fact is that Sri Lanka have played very nicely here. They've kept the same kind of tempo even after the power play, which is very commendable because when you're chasing down a huge score, you need to have that. But they've backed it up with good skill in terms of the shots they're playing. All they would look at this match and go like, could we have done this before in the tournament as well, where we almost played with a free mind and played a lot more shots.
Also that ball which was declared a dead ball, we saw Akshar, he dropped that catch but then was rubbing his hands on that towel. Do you think there's a lot of dew because can't really tell from the bowlers?
I think there is a bit of dew, otherwise people wouldn't be having towels outside. And at this point of time, so far in the tournament, there's never been dew. So I'm assuming that the fact that it's either so warm that it's sweaty and hence they're having towel, or the fact that there is a dew, either of the two. But I would put more dew today because of the fact that it has come onto the bat quite nicely as well.
Well, the drinks break is on and Moni Mokel and Bumrah are out there in the huddle and Surya Kumar Yadav's giving this big pep talk. What do you think this pep talk is all about?
The fact that they still have 89 runs to get, which basically means they have to go close to 9 runs and over. All they need is a couple of overs where they pick up a wicket and just add the pressure. The one thing you know what Indian team can do is come back from adversity. In this game so far, Sri Lanka have had the upper hand, especially with the bat. And they know if they can stitch a couple of good overs together, all it takes is for one wicket to fall and things look very different.
Well, Harshit is bowling his 3rd over right now. Like you said, a few wickets here and there and things will look very different. We've seen Sri Lanka also have those mini collapses. You think India will go ahead with the spinners in this 11 to 15th spell?
They have to, because I don't see Hardik bowling too many unless they're really under pressure and they want to. Arshdeep will be used for the back end considering he has 2 overs. So they have an over of Harshit, but they have to go back to the spinners. And they don't have Dubey as well. So they have to rely on the spinners.
All right, then first ball of the 11th over has gone for a boundary. We'll wait and watch, see if India can pick up a few quick wickets. We will be back in our post-match show. So do join us there. Thank you for watching Cricbuzz Comm Box.